Anna was sitting in a small cafe in London. It was her first week in the city. She came to learn English and was very excited to practice. When the waitress walked over and said, "What ya havin', love?" Anna frozen. She could hear the sounds, but they were too fast. She didn't understand what the woman was saying. The words felt like they were stuck together, like one big sound. Anna smiled politely and pointed to the menu. If you have ever felt like Anna, you are not alone. Many people who learn English feel this way when they try to understand native speakers. In class, English feels clear and slow, but in real life, it feels fast, messy, and confusing. Sometimes, it feels like trying to catch a train that is moving too quickly. You hear something, but before you understand it, the speaker is already saying the next thing. This feeling can be scary or frustrating. You might think, is something wrong with me? Or, why can't I understand even after studying for so long? But here is the truth. You are not doing anything wrong. Native English sounds fast, but not because people are trying to confuse you. It is fast because it is natural. It is how people speak when they are relaxed, happy, or in a hurry. You are not bad at English. You are just entering a new level of learning. In real conversations, people speak with a special rhythm. They don't stop after every word. Instead, they connect the words together. For example, they say, "What do you want to eat?" But it sounds like, "What do you want to eat?" They also use short forms like I'm instead of I am, or gonna instead of going to. They often skip sounds they think are not important. So instead of hearing, "Did you eat?" you might hear, "Did ya eat?" These changes can be confusing at first, but they are normal. You are not supposed to understand everything immediately. Your ears just need time to adjust to this new way of listening. It is like learning to hear a new kind of music. At first, it's just noise. But slowly, you start to hear the beat, the flow, and the meaning behind the sounds. Let's look at an example. Take the sentence, "I didn't say he stole the money." If you say it normally, it means one thing. But if you say, "I didn't say he stole the money," it means you didn't say it. Maybe someone else did. If you say, "I didn't say he stole the money," it means maybe you only wrote it. The meaning changes depending on which word you stress. This is how real English works. It's not just about understanding words. It's also about listening to rhythm, emotion, and stress. Native speakers speak like this all the time. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to learn how to listen in a new way. Anna didn't give up. She came back to that same cafe every day. At first, she still felt nervous. But slowly, she started to recognize the sounds. One day, when the same waitress asked, "What ya havin'?" Anna smiled and said, "Just tea, please." That moment felt amazing. It was small, but it was progress. Understanding fast English is possible. It takes time. It takes patience. But every time you try, every time you listen and don't give up, your brain becomes stronger. Your ears become faster. One day, you will look back and realize that what once felt too fast now feels familiar. English is not a train that leaves you behind. It is a river. At first, it feels wild and fast. But with time, you learn to step in. You feel the water. You start to swim. And soon, you move with the flow. You are not lost. You are learning. Keep going. You are closer than you think. After her first week in London, Anna knew she needed to improve her listening. She wanted to understand English the way native speakers used it: fast, natural, and real. She had studied grammar and vocabulary for years, but now she realized something important. To really understand, she had to train her ears, not just her mind. One day, she found a video on YouTube. It was a scene from a popular TV show. She watched it with subtitles first. Then she paused after each sentence and tried to repeat what the speaker said. At first, it was hard. The sentences were fast and her voice didn't sound the same, but she kept going. Every day, she practiced like this. She played a sentence, paused, and spoke it out loud. Slowly, her ears began to catch the rhythm. Her voice started to copy the tone and speed. This method is called shadowing. It's a great way to improve your listening and speaking at the same time. Anna also tried another fun method. She called it pause and predict. She watched a short video and paused it before the next sentence. She tried to guess what the speaker would say next. Sometimes she was wrong, but sometimes she was close. This helped her think in English. She was not just hearing words, she was following the story, the ideas, and the feelings. Her brain became faster and more active. She also discovered the power of short practice. Instead of trying to listen to a long video, she chose just 1 minute each night. She played the 1 minute clip, then played it again and again. She wrote down what she heard. Then she checked the subtitles. If she made mistakes, she smiled and tried again. This helped her notice small words like to, a, or it, words that often disappear in fast speech. This kind of exercise is called dictation, and it's very helpful. Another thing that helped Anna was listening to chunks. In real English, people don't speak one word at a time. They speak in groups of words called chunks. For example, people say, "Do you want to go?" But it sounds like, "Do you want to go?" Or, "I'm going to do it" becomes, "I'm gonna do it." These chunks are like puzzle pieces. When you hear them often, your brain remembers them as one sound, not many separate words. Anna wrote down these common chunks in a notebook and practiced saying them out loud every day. Over time, they became easier to understand. Anna also tried to make listening fun. She didn't just study with textbooks. She watched shows like Friends or Modern Family. The characters spoke quickly, but they also used a lot of daily phrases. She laughed at the jokes and learned at the same time. When she found a scene she liked, she watched it again and practiced repeating the lines. This helped her learn real English, the kind people use in daily life. One small habit made a big difference. Every night before bed, Anna chose one short video and practiced for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. But because she did it every day, her ears became stronger. One day, she was walking in the park and heard a man say, "I'ma head out now." She didn't stop to translate it. She just understood. Her brain didn't need extra time. It knew the meaning right away. That was a big moment for her. Learning to listen like a native speaker is not about being perfect. It's about building small habits. It's about listening a little every day. Use short videos, fun scenes, or even voice messages from native speakers. Pause, BC, sa, repeat, write, and guess. The more you do this, the more your ears will understand. Anna's journey showed her something special. The key to fast English is not fast learning, it's daily learning. It's the choice to keep going, even when it feels difficult. Step by step, her ears got better. Her confidence grew. And what once felt like noise slowly became something beautiful and clear. One evening, Anna was sitting in the kitchen with her host mother, Emma. They had just finished dinner. The room was quiet and warm. Emma looked at Anna and said, "I'm really glad you came." It was a short sentence, but Anna heard something more. The word really was said a little slower, a little softer. It carried a feeling. It was not just about the words, it was about the emotion behind the words. And in that moment, Anna understood not only the meaning, but also the feeling. This is the power of active listening. When you listen to English, it's not just about understanding every word. It's also about understanding how people feel when they speak. People show emotions with their voices. They might speak louder when they are excited or slower when they are sad. Their tone goes up when they ask a question or down when they are serious. If you pay attention to these small changes, you can understand much more, even if you don't catch every word. Anna started practicing this in a new way. She would watch a short video or a conversation and focus on the speaker's voice. Was the speaker happy, angry, tired? She listened to the tone, not just the words. This helped her understand the message better. Sometimes she didn't know all the vocabulary, but she could still understand what the person wanted to say. That gave her more confidence. She also tried another method to help her brain work faster. She called it listen and imagine. Instead of trying to translate everything, she tried to picture it in her head like a movie. For example, if she heard he ran out of the house, jumped in the car, and drove away, she didn't think about each word. She saw the picture in her mind. A man running, opening the car door, driving off. It was fast, but she could follow it with images. This made listening easier and more natural. Later, Anna added something new to her practice. She listened to audio stories and made simple drawings. They were not perfect pictures, just stick figures or quick sketches, but they helped her remember the story. When her ears listened and her hands drew, her brain learned faster. She started to understand without needing subtitles all the time. Anna also discovered something helpful, using what she already knew. She liked cooking, so she watched cooking videos. She already knew words like chop, boil, and pan. Because she understood the topic, it was easier to guess the meaning of new phrases. This is called using context. When you understand the topic, your brain can fill in the missing parts. This made listening faster and less stressful. She followed this tip in other areas too. When she watched travel vlogs, She focused better because she loved travel. When she listened to music, she chose songs with clear lyrics. Over time, she learned many real phrases like, I'm gonna, or I've gotta go. These phrases appear again and again in real conversations, and she could understand them right away. More than anything, Anna learned to be patient with herself. At first, she wanted to understand every word, but she realized that even native speakers don't catch every word in fast speech. What matters is understanding the meaning, the feeling, and the message. Now, when she listens, she doesn't panic. She listens calmly. She trusts her ears. She trusts the process. One afternoon, Anna was walking through a busy market. People were talking all around her. A man said to his friend, Hey, I'll grab a coffee and catch up with you later. Anna understood it without thinking. She didn't pause. She didn't translate. She just smiled. At that moment, she felt proud. She was not just understanding English, she was living in it. Understanding fast English is not only about hearing words, it's about connection. It's about emotion, pictures in your mind, your background knowledge, and your confidence. You are not just learning a language, you are building a bridge to other people, to new stories, and to a bigger world. And like Anna, you can get there step by step, sound by sound. Keep listening, keep feeling, keep believing. You are already on the way. After many weeks in London, Anna was no longer the same girl who sat quietly in the cafe, afraid to speak. She had changed. She had grown. Slowly, day by day, she trained her ears to hear English in a new way. She didn't just study, she listened with her heart. She learned to feel the rhythm of real conversations. She made small, daily steps. She shadowed sentences, imagined stories, guessed meanings, and found joy in the learning process. Anna didn't try to be perfect. She didn't need to understand every word. Instead, she focused on the meaning, the feeling, and the connection. When she didn't know a word, she stayed calm. When people spoke quickly, she no longer panicked. Her confidence came from practice, not from magic. She created habits, found ways to enjoy learning, and slowly built a real connection to the English language. One day, she looked back and realized something special. The English that once felt fast and scary was now something familiar. She could walk in the city, talk to new people, and even laugh at jokes in English. The sounds that once felt like noise were now like music to her ears. This story teaches us something important. Learning English, or any new skill, is not about being perfect. It's about being patient. It's about trying every day, even if just for 5 minutes. You don't need to know everything. You just need to keep going. With practice, your ears will get stronger, your mind will get faster, and your fear will turn into confidence. This lesson doesn't just apply to English. It can help in any part of your life. When something feels hard at first, don't give up. Break it into small steps. Find joy in the progress. And remember, you are stronger than you think. So, congratulations! You've just finished Anna's journey, and maybe a little of your own. By listening to this full story, You've already improved your English listening and understanding. That is a big success. Let's check how well you followed the story with a quick question. What helped Anna most in understanding fast English? A. Trying to remember every grammar rule. B. Listening every day and using fun methods like shadowing and imagining. Write your answer in the comments. A or B. Let's see how many of you were really listening. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to the channel so we can keep making helpful, fun English content for you. Your support gives us the motivation to continue. And if you'd like to help us grow, consider donating to our channel. In the beginning, it's really hard to keep making high-quality content. We are doing this for free to help you learn English better. Every little support means a lot. Thank you for being here. We believe in you, and we're excited to see you in the next story.